What's going on, guys? We are back with another tutorial. Right here we're gonna be doing a mid drop fade on my boy right here. He got the braids going on. I'm gonna show you guys step by step on how I do this type of fade. And if you guys like this haircut, make sure you guys hit that notification bell, comment down below, and let me know what you guys want to see next week as well. Other than that, let's get right into it. So what I like to do is I start off by combing his hair, and we're taking a number 2 guard right here with the lever open, and we're just gonna clean up underneath all the bulk. I am going to go to a number 2, the highest. We're not going to be doing anything higher than a number 2, so just make sure you go all the way to the top and you clean everything up nice and smooth. Go against the grain. As you guys can see, as some of his hairs right there, they grow downwards. With this type of hairstyle, his hair on the bottom does grow like all over the place, so just make sure you go against it where you need to on every spot. Go ahead and clean up all around his head when doing these type of undercuts. That way you get a nice clean canvas to work with, a nice area to blend. Remember, this is the number 2 guard open. So guys, the first thing we do is we're gonna start off by setting our first initial bald guideline. I do like to exaggerate this guideline. That way we get a nice exaggerated drop on here. He does like it to drop in the back, a mid drop fade, nothing too crazy, but not super rounded, but somewhat, as you guys can see. And then we go ahead and clean up everything underneath. These trimmers are zero gapped. Everything I do use in this video is listed down below. That way you guys can check it out. Specifically, these trimmers, I got them off the Babyliss app. I did get them customized, and every blade I use with my trimmers mainly is the Graphite 2.0. It's on a whole nother level. It's super dope. Out of all the Babyliss blades, this is probably the best and the cleanest and sharpest. Don't be afraid to pull down his ear, guys. It does not hurt your clients. Go ahead and pull it all the way down if you need to. Do not be afraid. I know a lot of people are scared that you're gonna hurt your clients. If he starts to move, who cares? Just pull it down. Who cares? Literally, it's not gonna hurt him. Right after we do that, we are going to hit them with the shavers. These are my Andis shavers. They are listed down below now as well. Out of all the shavers I've used, Andis has some of the best shavers, man. They're nice and reliable, and they last you forever if you take care of them. They're super light. They're not as heavy as the Babyliss. I'm not saying the Babyliss ain't good. I just prefer the Andis a little bit better, and they're super cheap. You can find them online for like 60, 54 bucks. Compared to Babyliss, they run you like a bill plus, but I mean, I guess you pay for what you get, or whatever that saying is. But yeah, right here as well, you do take it. Let the shaver do the work. Take it all the way to the top. People ask me if I leave like a little bit of stubble. No, I do not. I just go all the way to the top. I don't see the point of that. I think a more baldness to the blend looks a lot fresher and more cleaner, in my opinion. So right after we do that, we are coming in with our number 1 guard, lever fully closed, and we go about an inch, a little less than an inch, half an inch. It really just depends how long you want your blend to be. If you want it super compressed, do half an inch. If you want it about an inch, or if you want your blend like, let's say about an inch or more, pretty much more spread it out. Do about a big guideline, about an inch around there. This is, I don't know what you consider this, maybe like half an inch, a little more, close to an inch, probably not even an inch. But this is usually what I start off with in all my blends. I like to keep it real compressed, none too crazy, like super compressed, not even. I like to see that nice contrast, but super tight. So right after that, we do come in with the half guard, lever fully closed, and you're gonna do the exact same thing, guys. Please do not make it harder than what it is. You guys, I still get a lot of people asking me how high do you take this step right here, the half guard. Literally, as you guys can see, I'm copying the same thing I did with my number one guard, and the reason I do this is because I like to chomp at it real little by little. That way we get a super sandy blend, if that makes sense, more buttery type blend. That's just the way I've always learned. I don't know. It gives me more room for error, to be honest. If I do mess up, I can play with it a little bit more. But this does save you a lot of detailing time. That way you don't have to go and really flick a lot. You just basically what we do, we just go through the steps and that's it. We don't do a lot of lever play and all this stuff. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible for you guys. That way you guys can learn this and really take 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 some notes in this stuff and really put it into your daily barber skills, and notice that it's gonna change your game completely. You guys are gonna see what I'm talking about. So a lot of people do ask me as well is if how much do I open my lever on taking out the bottom line. As you guys can see, as we're taking it out, I literally just open about a quarter, sometimes halfway if really needed, but with just opening it a little bit, a tiny bit, about a quarter, it'll take that line right out. Not completely right out, but that's why we're gonna come in with our zero gap trimmers and just clean up the rest. But as much as the regular clipper can take out, then that's what we're gonna take out, right? So it does come out super easy. Like I said, you guys only have to open it about a quarter, but just do it. This is my final answer for this question: is just do it as much as you need to. If you have to open it more and you feel like you need to, go ahead. But once you see that line blend out, just leave it alone. Do not mess with it. Don't give it so much attention, because when you do that, people tend or us barbers tend to really push up the blend, or just create a lot of inconsistency with the blend, like a lot of holes. If you guys know what I'm talking about, whenever you pick at it a lot, you'll see a lot of like light spots in the blend, and that's not really what you want. I mean, it looks all right, but to me, this is just, I like to make it as neat as possible. So right here, what I come in with right after we blend out the bottom line, this is our 1.5 lever fully closed. We're keeping it closed again, and we're gonna create about an inch guideline on this one. So as you guys can see, that's where our main blend part is gonna be at right there. As you guys can see, we're just keep it nice and even and follow the same round motion as the drop as we did at the beginning with the first guidelines. That way you guys can keep it nice and neat all the way through. So once after you set in your 1.5 guideline, after we do this, we're gonna come back to our 1 guard lever fully open, and we're gonna copy the same exact thing we did with our number 1.5 guard, but now it's with the 1 guard open. So just do the same thing. We're basically blending down now. As you guys can see, I keep it open, and I just go all the way to the top. Wherever I put my 1.5 guideline, I do it all the way to the top as well. So now I closed it halfway. Like I said, we're starting to blend down. So you're gonna go almost all the way to the top now. Usually you're gonna see it start to just like dissolve slowly, as you guys can see right here. Just go all the way. It's not gonna take out the line completely, so don't get too discouraged when you see it not coming out. Just go and follow the motions, and you should be all right. Right after you do that, you're gonna end up closing that right here, and now it's not even a hard guideline no more, it's just a ghost line. So you're just gonna go right in the middle, not all the way to the top now, just right in the middle. Keep the blade flat, and pretty much just keep the blade flat, and once it softens up and it's not cutting no more hair, leave it alone. And then we're gonna come in with our next step with our half guard and clean up the rest of those lights or those dark spots. And with this step, you're gonna keep it fully closed and use your corner. Mainly your corners on here, because you do got to be a little bit careful with this step right here, because you can't push up the blend. So make sure you use your corners and just go right on the spot and on the little dark spots and flick them out. Right here you do more of a flicking, but once you see it flick out, just leave it alone. Do not mess with it, and do not focus too much on it, because like I said, you guys are gonna end up pushing with the blend, and you guys just want a nice consistent blend all around. As you guys can see, that blend is looking pretty freaking fire. You guys can see it. It does look nice and consistent all the way throughout, and this is what you want right here. So basically our blend right there is already done. As you guys can see, I am coming back and I am detailing right here with my fast feeds. These are zero gap. I do have the ceramic blade on them as well. Everything, like I said, everything is listed down below, guys, if you guys want to check it out. All the products, clippers, and everything I use to record and stuff, it's all listed down below, guys. But right here, we're just using our corner and just lever playing a little bit. pretty much like turning the clipper a little bit sideways and digging into those little dark spots that I missed with the half guard or anything like that. Keep in mind, guys, as I keep dropping these videos for you guys, they will be getting better with time. I'm just recording on my phone, but eventually I do want to get like a professional camera and stuff. But I mean, you gotta work with what you got right now, and I think I still provide a pretty solid visuals for y'all. That way you guys can learn and pick up everything in detail. So right here, what I'm doing, I am coming with my 1.5 guard. I usually start off with the number 2 when I'm connecting the top to the bottom. But if you guys remember, I did go with the number 2 at the beginning to clean up all the bulk underneath. So I just went with my 1.5 guard and just go and attack the dark spots. Do not create another harsh guideline. Just clean up the dark spots with your corners, and it'll lighten up and come together easily. And as well, right there, I went in and detailed my 1 guard. So that's how I do the blending. All I got left to do is just smack on the lineup. I do use enhancements, guys. I do mix it's half Kiss Express and half water. Sometimes even aftershave, but I usually just do the water, just half and half in my air compressor gun, and just mix it, and it comes out real good. Just remember to stretch the skin, and when you guys do the razor as well. And I'm gonna fast forward this side because it's obviously the same thing, the same steps. And I'll show you guys right now what the final product is. So obviously my boy didn't really need enhancements, but he does like them, so I go with what the client says as well. He does he technically don't need them, just got to make sure everything is nice and sharp underneath. A lot of people ask me is if I can still cut without enhancements. This is your guys' answer right here. Yes, I can still cut. I make sure it's fresh underneath first, and then I hit it with the enhancements. It's really just up to the client's preference, guys. If they want it, go ahead and give it to them. If they don't need it, or sometimes like they won't even ask for it. So just in case you guys forgot what my boy came in looking like, this is what he's leaving my chair. This is how he's leaving. He's looking solid, man. He got the braids going. He got the mid drop fade, looking extra fresh, crispy. We did not do his beard this time, but hey, the braids and the fade make up for it. Everything looks super solid. If you guys like this, make sure you guys leave a comment, like, hit that notification bell. That way you guys get notified every time I drop a new video. I do drop weekly for y'all. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow me on Instagram, TikTok as well, at Noel Blends. All my social medias are the same. And I appreciate you guys. If you guys have any questions, DM me on Instagram. I'm more than happy to help. Other than that, I'm Noel Blends, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.